Is it possible to complete the Worldstone Tier 4 Capstone, which is a level 70 dungeon, at level 62? Today, we're going to find out together. We are in T4 Capstone, which is a level 70 dungeon, and we have two choices. Do we go right or do we go left? Since we are level 62, we're feeling weak. We're going to take the sigil of the week. Welcome, everybody. I'm BearCozy. If you don't know me, I strive to make entertaining videos. I like to make educational videos. I also enjoy making progress videos because for me, the fun is in progression. And today, we're trying to push T4, trying to get into T4 for that ancestral gear, for the hill tides, and for all of the benefits that come with it. Of course, more experience, more gold, and new items, right? New unique items as well. So that is really good. And I'm doing this voiceover post-recording because it's a little bit easier to concentrate when I'm not commentating at the same time. Mobs are 8 levels above us. However, we're almost level 63, so that's really good. Right now, as you can see, we have plenty of damage. And for us right now, the plan is to investigate the chapel. Once we investigate the chapel, figure out what we need to do, we move on to the second portion of the dungeon. By the way, if you have not run this, you know how tough the T4 is, the Capstone 4, Worldstone Tier 4. It's pretty tough. If you've run it, you know it's doable about level 65, 66. It can be doable at level 62 if you're not super squishy. And right now, we have plenty of damage from prior experience. My only concern is the boss because he does one-shot. So that is going to be a challenge, but we're going to run this. Win or lose, we are going to run this. So right now, as you can see, the rain of arrows we have, which is really nice. That's off of the legendary bow that we have. That is our ranged weapon, and we have plenty of damage, even though the monsters are 8 levels above us. The only thing right now is the elites. They hit very, very hard. The giant guys, they hit really hard. So they throw what you've seen on the ground there. It's like a frozen Molotov where it freezes you, deals a bunch of damage, and also I believe it's like shadow damage. So that can one-shot you as well. I don't have a whole lot of life. I'm playing a squishy rogue. It's a little bit easier if you have more HP. Right now, I'm almost at 3,000, not quite, which is a little low. So we're going to try to dodge best we can. We're going to try to survive best we can. The other issue that I'm noticing is the servers have been lagging. As of the recording of this video, there is a maintenance scheduled for a little bit later today. So as you'll see in the video, the lag actually screws me up a little bit. It's not ideal. Sometimes you want to shadow step, get out of the way, dodge some stuff, and because of the lag, there's a delay there. But we're going to get through it. We're going to do okay. We have plenty of damage. Things blow up. The only thing we need in our current build right now is a little bit more cooldown reduction for the shadow imbuement because it's not always available when we need it. And of course, you can see how hard they hit those two elites right there. They're right in the mix, and I'm trying to dodge them. For some reason, on this side of the map, they are not marked. On the next portion of the map, they are actually marked, and you can see I'm almost trying not to die, dodging out. They also slow, so and they stun. So those guys hit incredibly hard. We have to use mobility as a rogue, and we have to use control. So right now, that is the plan. We're going to continue killing them. Usually, which has been the case in this season, it just says investigate. It doesn't say anything about killing them. So we found the trial of the week where we're supposed to go, and this is it. Survive the trial of the week. I am kind of curious as to what's on the other side. If you picked the other side, if you went right, let me know what's on the other side, if it's similar or different, or I wonder if you have to do that side first and then come back around to here. So we went left. We investigated a bunch of stuff. We found the first point, and right now we just need to survive. As you can see, the monsters are quite a few levels above us. The damage we have, survivability is what we're struggling with, so we have to use mobility. Not a whole lot of healing. We don't have a whole lot of healing. Would be nice to find some gloves at some point with some healing, right? Some like a 5% chance, I believe, is where it starts. 5% chance on hit to heal for whatever amount of life that you are according to your level. So 500 HP would work well because we attack really fast. But right now, we're doing fine. So this portion is just about done. I am voicing this video over after the fact. which is helping me a little bit to concentrate on what I'm doing, considering they're so much higher. So it is doable. This portion's doable. They hit hard, but if you're smart, if you know what to look for and how to dodge it, it's not too bad. Not too bad. So if you are attempting, I am also curious. Let's go ahead and slap a Paragon point. I don't want to waste any of them. I am also curious, what level do you typically run World Stone Tier 4? Moving on to, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments below. Moving on to the other side, I am looking at a curse on the bottom right-hand side. So the curse stacks, and we take more damage as it continues to stack. And I think it stacks up to 30. And the way for us to reduce the curse stacks is by killing enemies. So we have to kill them quickly, and that is the name of the game. Right now, hopefully, we can complete this dungeon. It's going pretty good. If we can complete the dungeon, we can move into Tier 4. And then, of course, the monsters are going to be level 70, but it seems like it's okay. Maybe we'll get some better gear. I have been on the hunt for level 700 plus items. There's not a lot available in T3. They do drop, but it's very, very rare. So I'm trying to get some better weapons and better gear as well. Just overall, more movement speed, more cooldown reduction, and just trying to improve overall, right? And as the levels come in, as the paragons come in, we're getting stronger. We're getting more HP. We're getting more armor as well, which is nice. And we're getting more gear a little at a time. T4 has new sacred items, new unique items. It also has ancestral items as well. So the sacreds we don't really care about, but the ancestrals and the new uniques are nice. Plus, of course, better experience, more experience, and more gold. So we should be able to level a lot faster. So this is going fairly good. Right now, we have to investigate the cursed halls, which is going pretty good. I would say not too bad. Couple of sticky points, a couple of really, really tight scenarios there, especially when there's a damage resistance aura and the guys that explode. It takes a little bit longer to kill them, and then typically by that point, they just explode. So we have to be very careful. I'm also looking for just anything that'll help my build, anything uniques, of course. I've gotten a few. I think I have 5 uniques at this point, 2 daggers, and here we are. We find... we have to destroy the idol. So we find the idol, have to destroy it. Shamans around. Shamans, of course, summon things which blow up. So they are priority on top of destroying the idol. We also don't want to get overrun because they are level 70. So this is the second portion of World Stone Tier 4. That's a level 70 dungeon. And right now it's going pretty good. I see 2 shamans popping up in the back. Let's go ahead and try to finish them off. I also want to kill the idol. I don't want to drag this out too long. So as soon as we destroy that, which is done, kill this last elite here, which is pretty good. We got a nice little barrier coming out. The barrier helps with survivability, which is fantastic. And once we do that, let's go ahead and grab this. We have to turn it in, grab the potion as well. And then we have to turn it in, and then it's time for the boss. Travel to the Cathedral of Flesh. So right now we have to go find, I believe it's Mateus? No, too soon. Right now we actually have to kill these guys. There are more guys on this side. These are actually marked on the map as a skull. In the first side that you've seen where we did the trial of the week, they were not marked on the map, but they do hurt and things explode. So they do hurt. They drop good things. Amulets. There's also a heart that I noticed I missed there that dropped. I was so focused on running this to complete this thing. I wanted to get into T4 because I really want to get better gear, start pushing higher nightmare dungeons. Right now I'm pushing tier 15 and 16 nightmare dungeons, but I really want to get into 20 plus. It gets a lot of fun. So we have a couple of mobs here, not too bad. A couple of frozens. We're doing pretty good. Have lots of sustain at this point. As you can see, the HP is staying up pretty good, even with mobs that are level 70. Okay, so we collected the Animus from 1. I believe there is 4 or 5 more. Let's try not to blow up in there. There is 4 or 5 more, so as soon as we kill them, we get to go to the boss. So these guys, as mentioned previously, these guys actually hit fairly hard. Let me know. I'm actually curious to see what everyone's experience is and what class you're using. If you're running this at level 60, I'm curious to see what class you are using to complete this. My experience has been that the final boss hits extremely hard, and it's been tough. All right, dispatching that. Actually, that's looking fairly good. Let's continue moving on. This dungeon is not too bad. It's a little bit slower. They are much higher than us, so it's taking us a little bit of time to kill, but the dungeon is going pretty good. I will say this experience in the season is definitely a lot better than the preseason experience. That was a little rough. So far, so good. I see 2 skulls on the map right now. Fun fact, there's going to be 3. There's a damage resistance aura there. We got guys raining all kinds of chaos on top of us. We get walled in. We get feared. I'm trying to dispatch of the damage resistance aura so we can actually start damaging these enemies. And if it wasn't for that fear coming out right there, we would have been fine. And looking on the map, one thing I noticed is there are 3 of those skull guys, and they hurt really bad. So between the 3 of them, because they are elites, the damage resistance aura, the walls, the rain of the the fire, plus the fears was a little too much. So we got to go back and give them hell. It's time to give them some payback. But right now, what I want to do is I want to clear a little bit of the enemies so we have room to breathe. I don't want to be taking damage from them and all kinds of other stuff. So there is the first elite. I'm going to try and pull him a little bit, and then we're going to try and control him as well. Rogue has really, really good control, so we're dispatching him fairly well. If you do get hit by the Molotov that he throws, it does hurt a lot. So that is one thing that is very, very rough. And you can see the server lag starting to become an issue right now because my actions are actually being delayed. So as you'll notice a little bit later on, the server lag, I believe it's because it's pre-maintenance. They need to fix it. So hopefully it'll get better. Right now it's not too bad, but it does start to get a little bit worse as I get closer to the boss. So dealing with this, I believe this is the last guy. He's shadow enhanced. He is poison enhanced. He does stun. He does hurt really bad. Luckily, we were able to dodge his throw there, which is nice. But as you could see, just from a couple of hits, the poison damage is really, really rough. Okay, so that is that. Deposit the Animus and move into the final boss. We're going to just blow right past these guys because we don't care. Moving in to the boss area, as you can see, I already died there. As mentioned previously, my only concern with this guy is how hard he hits because he can one-shot. Considering we are, what are we, we are 7 levels lower. We are level 63, and I'm playing a rogue. Rogues are a little bit squishy, so this guy hits really, really hard, as you'll see, even if we manage to dodge most of his skills. Now, it is doable. It is possible to beat him at level 62, level 63. However, with the server lag, it is proven to be a challenge. There are points where I try to dodge things, and with the server lag is just too much. So right now we got him staggered. I'm very, very hopeful. He is going to be dropping more potions. There we go, another potion there. As long as we can keep this up, as long as we don't get one shot, we should be fine. It is doable at this level. However, sometimes you have to get the right RNG, and that takes time. So he is down less than halfway right now, and as you can see, just a couple of those things hit us really, really hard. And right here is where we start lagging. I tried to dodge as best I can, heal up, go back in, and just like that, my life just completely disappears. So this was actually my 3rd attempt on the guy, 3rd or 4th attempt. So at this point, we might be a little bit low. I am curious to hear your success story. Let me know how you did or your fail story. As I've mentioned, my videos are real, win or lose. So it looks like we need a couple more levels. That is the seasonal journey progress. Right now, we've managed to get to the boss, but not clear him. But we've still made a lot of progress. Unfortunately, I'm all out of time as I have to go to work. Do me a huge favor, hit the like and the subscribe to help the channel grow. And for more BearCozy videos, check out the top right.